Subtitles. Hi everyone, welcome to today's thriller short. Let's start with scary clip. Where's the phone? The sister recalls getting a call from Liang before he turned into a ghost. The phone is probably near the accident site, and the bank card is usually at home. After some heated debates, they decided to send Liang home to find the card. The rest went to search for the phone. 5 of them jumped into action, and Liang arrived at the other person's house, but during this, a bizarre scene unfolded as Liang's ghost was actually sitting there. Liang was scared to death, nearly wetting his pants trying to make a clean get up. But as expected, the door wouldn't open. The room's atmosphere turned awkward, and Liang panicked. He was ready to kick down the door, but as he sprang into action, the curtains accidentally flew open. Liang went flying and passed out. When he came to, he found himself sitting in a chair, and there was Liang staring at him, seriously questioning him. "You're young with much to do. Why owe others money?" Awaiting Liang's reply, Liang continued, "If you promise not to be a little thug anymore, and take your money and quit, I'll give you the bank card. And I won't hurt you." Liang agreed without hesitation, considering that he's dealing with a ghost who wouldn't listen. Just then, a few drops of blood fell on his forehead. In a daze, Liang woke up and realized everything before was just a dream with Liang talking. Panicking, he started to leave, but halfway there, 3 darts flew at him like they were urgent packages. Fortunately, Liang reacted swiftly and avoided the fatal blow. The bank card dropped nearby amidst chaos, and Liang kept his promise, leaving it for Liang. Let him get his share and behave. Meanwhile, the other 4 searched for the phone at the crush site. The 4 split up to expand search. Suddenly, the sister got a call. It was Liang. She hurried to hang up, but the phone oddly connected by itself, and in a daze, Liang's figure appeared beside her. He crawled slowly on the ground, his face now a messy pudding. Struggling, Liang stood up, begging the sister to save him. Scared, she tripped and fell. When up, Liang crouched beside her. He suddenly lunged at the sister, yelling, "Our Spanish mom, ha ha. You bitch. How dare you cheat on me? I love you so much, even death won't part us." It was just her hallucination. The hugger was her brother, but when she turned, Liang was standing not too far away, glaring angrily at the 2. The little brother panicked and quickly pulled the sister to flee. The other 2 little brothers were stunned, thinking they found the phone, so they chased after them, but before they could go, the phone rang. It was Liang calling. The 2 little brothers excitedly chased after it, but once they picked up, panic set in. Just like that, the 2 little brothers met their end at Liang's hands. "Serves you right for rapping at the funeral. Definitely deserved it." Meanwhile, the little girl and boy were driving down the highway when suddenly 2 hands grabbed him from behind tightly, and then another hand appeared. In the struggle, the car lost control and flipped. Luckily, both were wearing helmets and suffered no serious injuries. The sister fainted, and Liang certainly wasn't going to let them off the hook. He appeared behind the little brother, choking him, and shouted, "Holy shit! You guys are out of line." The younger brother explained, "I didn't steal her love, she said she no longer loves you." Hearing this, Liang flew into a rage and steered the motorcycle. He crushed the little brother's head under the wheel, turning him into mush. Soon, the sister awoke and saw him reduced to pudding. She was heartbroken. Liang sent a text message containing the bank card password, truly wishing she could live a good life with that money. Meanwhile, Liang was driving over, realizing this was all Liang's doing upon seeing the scene. She told her sister to leave quickly, but stopped halfway. The phone fell to Liang, revealing the password. At the same time, Liang appeared next to her, but Liang made a run for it. The next day, she arrived at the ATM with the phone. After entering the password, she discovered there was a whopping 1 million in the account. She swiftly took her rightful 100, staring at the remaining 900,000. Liang felt greed, planning to take the rest. But no matter how she entered the password, the machine remained unresponsive. Just then, Liang appeared again. In the end, Liang decided to spare Liang, realizing her desire for the money was merely to fulfill her mother's wish. Just then, the boss returned, claiming he was a bit hungry, and asked Liang to go out and get some food. With everything settled, the boss began telling the second story to the crew, The Pianist. The story takes place in a certain girls' boarding school, where the big sister told everyone about a tale. In an abandoned chapel, there was a headless nun. She committed suicide out of love, and even without a head, she continued to play the piano. Whenever the night grew dark and the piano played, it meant someone would meet their demise. She was isolated from the world, unable to love a human, only loving the divine, but she was still human at heart. One day, she fell in love with someone, and her daily prayers turned into playing the piano, trying to convey her love through music. As time went by, the nun finally fell in love with a man, but felt guilty toward God. The torment of her conscience caused her immense pain, and ultimately she made the choice to take her own life. In an instant, her head ruled, yet due to her obsession with love, her body continued to play the piano. If someone made a wish toward her, it would come true, but to wish, they had to enter the chapel alone, cut their palm, and place a rose on the piano. When your wish was granted, you had to return to the chapel at 3 a.m.